What's up? What is up? So, all right, so there's so much going on. Okay, put this here. Take these. I don't even give a fuck at this point. It's like there's just so much. There's just so much. Oh my God, it's so really overwhelming. Like that, man. It's so much. Goodbye. And I would like this up higher, but it's connected to the damn charger, so it's kind of where we're at. I'll let it run for about 10 minutes, maybe 5. And if I don't see anyone, I'm just going to bounce. For real. What the fuck? Hold on. What the hell? Las Vegas. Come on, man. Come on, man. On Craigslist. Owner. Okay. Ford 500, 1500, best offer. Let's see what's wrong with this Ford Fusion. Needs transmission service. Goodbye. Jetta, gotta stay away from those things, man. Those things overheat so quick. In all the years that the Jetta's been out, that's the one thing that they never addressed and fixed properly is the damn T-stat housing. One of the ones I was looking into is this impound lot. I think I could entertain going there. Check it out. I mean, they have so many damn cars, though. It starts cash money, $1,500 and up. All cars have titles. All kinds of good running cars. We also finance cars. I don't care about finance. Cash money. And some of these are really nice. Oh my God. No, go back. Go back, you fuck. Oh my God. Cycle through this whole thing again. They have all these pictures of all these different vehicles. This is 05 Audi. No thanks. Oh my god. Such a pain in the ass. 2011 Mercedes. Very nice car, but not for my use set. Might entertain going up there in the next few days if I can't really find what I'm looking for. So you want me to give her some more soup? You're gonna let me know. Does it say how many days it's supposed to take for the lighting? It's in for okay. And then when did you set you got when? Oh, you haven't got it yet. No rush, just wondering. Paying bills, addressing shit. So fake wife needs contacts. It's another thing that we're tackling. My brain wants to explode. So right now, cash on hand. This is so rough. It's like, I don't know why. Like, this is probably the hardest time I've had finding a working vehicle in a very long time. Like, you have no idea. Dude, it's true. Epstein did not kill himself. What's your whip? HVACR vlogger. What do you ride around in? Yeah, this guy wants $3,000 for this 2013 Dodge Avenger. Not a big fan of the color, but I have driven a Dodge before, Avenger, and I love it. It's really it's a great car. But I'm just kind of looking at it, and I don't know, man. It's like he wants $3,000 for it, which for everything that's going on with it, it's pretty fair. Me? No trucks. I need something that saves money on gas because I do prefer trucks, but at the end of the day, with as much money, because I spent a lot of money in gas on the Ranger, not as bad as the damn. Fuck! What the hell was it called? Hold on. Okay. Not getting another Ranger, not getting a truck, period. I would prefer a truck or an SUV, but like I said, it's gas, man. I love the Durango, but I was spending so much money in gas on that thing, it wasn't worth it. It's like, it was a great truck, but just, yay. It's another bill down. Sweet, sweet. Okay. So I had a Honda Civic, roughly around that year. It was at 189,000 miles. It had a blown head gasket. It was 189 or 199. I don't know, but it ended up dying from a blown head gasket. So I know they could be one-offs and stuff. I had a Honda CRV. Can't remember what year it was, but I loved that fucking thing. I had it for a month, and it shot a piston right through the engine block. I was just driving it on the freeway and just fucking died on me right then and there. Yo, Ronnie, what's up? So what I'm looking at is that. So I prefer Dodge right now. Every Ford I've ever owned, I've had one issue with or another. All the issues I've had with Dodges that I've owned are things that I can realistically take care of on my own. Yeah, dude, it was so weird. I don't know why they revoked the live streaming, but I'm back. So now I'm just chilling with you guys right now. It's nothing crazy on this stream, but so I'm kind of thinking of like I'd like SUVs. Um, I like the roominess on the inside. I'm a pretty tall dude, so plus I'm in and out of the back of it all the time. So what I'm kind of looking at right now is a Caliber. And the reason why I'm looking at a Dodge Caliber is because it's essentially a crossover. It's a nice medium between the sedan and an SUV. But I know that the Calibers do have a couple issues. Mainly it's a suspension thing. So I got to find one that has relatively new tires within the last year at least. Hasn't been driven too crazy. And about good vehicle to have for what you're looking for. Yeah, I think the Dodge Caliber works overall. I don't think that this isn't a vehicle I'm expecting to make it forever. I'm not expecting this vehicle to like be around for the next 10, 15 years. But I am expecting to have it for quite a while. At least a year or two would make me happy. Keeping it maintained as necessary. So this right here, I think this is a dealership looking at this picture. Yeah, it definitely has to be a dealership. But this is a 2013 Dodge Avenger, which I owned an Avenger before. And if anyone knows anything about me, I loved that fucking car. I truly, truly did. But my poor decision making led to it getting repossessed. And that car is actually, it took years, but what I owed on it was finally paid off nice and easy. So that's kind of what we're doing now is ever since that repossession, every single car I own, I just buy outright. No questions asked, no worries. That way no man can come get me. Now, if I had some more money in my pocket, I would definitely get a Kia Soul. Those things they're great on gas mileage, and the engines hold up relatively well with minimal stuff. Like Kia Soul, like people make fun of them and stuff. They're not as ugly or gaudy as like the Scion or the damn the Nissan Cube. Still the same kind of aesthetic. It kind of roomy. The back seat not as much as you would expect for a car that's that size, but at least the front part is pretty good. It's not like you're sitting in the back of like a Mustang or anything like that. But I've been in Kia Souls before. They're really nice vehicles. Did you get approved for the VA non-employed benefits? What? No. We're still waiting on that. And it's a category of unemployability due to your service-connected disabilities. That's the actual terminology for it. Terminology is everything with the VA. I have a CMP examination coming up which I am not looking forward to. I don't ever look forward to anything that involves going in and talking with the VA. Have you done your taxes? Yes, I have done my taxes. I did indeed. I have 1998 Nissan Frontier. Those things get pretty good gas mileage. I got 15 G's back. How many kids do you got? And congratulations, I didn't get jack shit. When you're self-employed, you have to pay taxes. You know, that sucks. So, but you know, luckily my deductions and everything kind of evened out. So I didn't have to pay, but I didn't receive anything either. So. Good on gas. Yeah. See, when I say is it good on gas, when I'm looking at vehicles on here, 20 is like a good metric. But I would say if it's 22 or more, it's good on gas. If it's below 20, it's fucking bad. 20, it's okay on gas. 22, I don't know. It's a weird metric, but like 20 to 22 is something I would take. Anything below 20, I'm avoiding like the fucking plague, and that's because it's over time. You know, like one of the things I was looking at was a Chrysler Pacifica. Not a bad vehicle. I've heard great things about them. Blah 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 blah. They fucking suck on gas. Those things, man. And I think the reason why the Pacifica, it's not so much the engine, it's the fucking weight. Is those damn cars are heavy as fuck. And obviously, heavier car, more stress on the engine. Obviously, your fuel efficiency is going to go down. That's why, like a lot of these crazy SUVs, like the Ford Escape or the Nissan Frontier, one of the reasons why these SUVs do get better gas mileage for their size is it's just better build quality in terms of lightweight performance of the actual vehicle. So, like the Dodge Durango, for example, heavy fucking car, man. That thing is like pure American steel. When I say that, Mexican steel, obviously. Because most cars from the U.S. are actually made in Mexico. They might be assembled here, but all the different parts and shit. Not very many vehicles are actually made in the U.S., be it parts or even the assembly process. Yeah, 20 miles a gallon, not bad. My new norm and girlfriend, plus I save every receipt when I buy tools for work and take them in. Trust me, I do the exact same thing. Take every receipt, every expense, gas, you name it. When you're self-employed, your phone bill, like I would be here forever listing off all the shit that I had to expense this year just to meet fucking zero. HVAC, no, they are. I just don't really go out of my way for them because, you know, I think it's a cool industry, but ever since like the more time goes on since I walked away from that career field, you know, the less I really care to look into it. But there are some videos that'll pop up every now and then. I'm very fascinated by the advancing technologies on it and stuff. So there are some things I don't go out of my way for it, but if it pops up, it pops up, and I'll check it out. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Look at that super chat. Why don't you write something? Should have given me a message. Help for your car. I'll see that in about 2 months. Hold on. Since I'm actually here, let's take a look at the analytics. This happens every single year. The January through I think like around April, my channel has like the lowest amount of views, but then around May and it goes on up, that's when the views start coming. And it's easy to figure out why, because all my videos are gig economy related. How much have yours? What? How many copies have I sold? How many? Like, what do you mean? How much have you? Well, we can actually take a look at those analytics. That's probably actually a little bit more interesting. It's KDP. Oh my God. KD, Kindle Direct Publishing. Reports. All right. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? What? Amazon wants me to do this stupid shit. Okay. All right. Oh, it's only gonna let me go back. It only lets me go back 90 days. Apply. All right, I need the actual numbers. So I don't know why it's not. It's giving me a chart. It's not actually giving me numbers, which kind of sucks. Hold on. Let's go to February 1st. Yeah, it's not letting me go back to when the book was actually released. So historical, let's try that. Life to date. Okay. So paid units sold. Paper, ebook. I have sold 9 copies of the ebook. 11 copies of the ebook. 4, 9, 13 paperback. So 13 paperback. 11. Yeah, 13 paperback. 11 ebook and 162 that were free ebooks. That was during a promotion that I had. And for KDP, how old is this? We have 3,000, 4,500, about 5,300 pages have been read. So let me open up a calculator real quick. I'll be right with you guys. Give me just a moment. So 5,000. So 5,300. And we're going to divide that by how many pages the book is. Means that on KDP, at least 25 people have read my book in its entirety. That doesn't mean that everyone that reads it on KDP or Kindle Unlimited, Kindle Unlimited, doesn't mean that everyone finishes it. But I only have 3 reviews for the damn book. That's the one that kills me, is that I have, when you look at this, you see how many people have read it, you see how many people have bought it, how many people got a copy of it for free. But like literally, I have 3 people that actually reviewed the damn book. And it kills me because it's like not having those reviews sucks, because it's all algorithm based. You need reviews in order for Amazon to show people your book. If you don't have reviews, Amazon doesn't put it in the listing. So, oh shit. Go buy yourself some tools. Well, thank you for that. Like your vids, keep up the good work. Bunga, Memba, please stay. Don't fucking leave, dude. Well, I appreciate the super chats. It means the world to me. Yeah, so the YouTube channel, I guess we could talk about that for a minute. There's always a slowdown at the beginning of the year, and that's just because the nature of my videos. my backlog. I get a lot of views on my backlog, and it's usually like the first 4 months of the year are the slowest. But then when it starts to heat up, the HVAC videos go out. You know, a lot of TaskRabbit, this, that, and the other, and all the gig economy stuff that starts picking up around the summertime. So first 4 months it's usually always slow, and then it picks back up. So, but up through December, like I think the most views that my channel gets is always towards the end of the year. So it's like October through December, my channel just gets crazy views, and I'll average between 100 to 160 per month for those months, which is really good. But yeah, so the actual channel itself, I haven't really been doing anything on. I have a couple ideas and stuff, but I'm like super overwhelmed with everything else going on right now, which is why for the longest time I've been doing live streams, because it's easy for me to just sit here and talk with you guys. I don't have to edit. I don't have to pre-plan anything. I could just sit here and just, you know, be chill with you guys. You just hang out. And, you know, I like that because it's easy and I'm fucking lazy, but it's just easiest overall for me, and it doesn't overwhelm me, because especially lately, especially with all this stupid VA stuff going on, the last thing I need is to get stressed out. So I'm keeping it cool, keeping it mellow, keeping it light, keeping it fun. You know, that's kind of like my whole thing is I just want to be able to chill with you guys, you know? So like, for example, TaskRabbit vlogs would be cool, but it's just, that takes time, you know? That means I have to, you know, record all the time, and then at the end of the day, I got to sit and edit and stuff, and you know, like, I don't know. It's like, it's like a time thing for me. It's like, yeah, could I have over the past week or so recorded some shit, and then I could just sit down and fucking figure it out right now when I'm not doing anything else? I mean, yeah, I guess, instead of looking at cards that I'm not going to have anything to do with anyway, so I can click out of Craigslist because I don't want any of those. Go back into Facebook Marketplace. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. It does take dedication. It takes dedication, and it takes a lot of motivation. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I just received an email. I was swiping away notifications, and just as an email came in, I swiped it away, which is really dumb. Get a 2029 Toyota Tacoma Access cab. I don't know, man. I can't time travel. I can't time travel. So one of the biggest problems now is there are a couple calibers that I'm looking at that I am interested in going to test drive. But another thing is I have to know with whatever car I get, how is it going to affect my my taxes? No, 2020, absolutely not, man. I am not financing a car at all. You want to send me $20,000 to go buy one outright? You be my fucking guest. But no, I've got this. I got this envelope full of cash that is designed specifically to get a vehicle. And that's what I am doing with it. So, I'm a big fan. Get a fucking Chevy. No, I've never owned a Chevy. I've never been interested in owning a Chevy. A buddy of mine had a Malibu years ago, and that thing was a fucking hoopty. So Mace, when are you gonna get to making the videos you promised in the beginning of the year? Well, it's still technically the beginning of the year, so as soon as I get time to get around to it. So I have like a laundry list. Like I've showed this on the stream before. I have a laundry list of different ideas and stuff in my notebook, right? And when I write down an idea, it doesn't mean that that's what I want to do. But there was one thing that I was going to do for you guys is I was going to kind of give you, it was like it was just a standalone video, but an update video all in one. So once I get this replacement vehicle, I was going to sit down, do a tour of the video, do a tour of the new truck, whatever, the new work vehicle. And then I was going to do a tool thing as well with it. And that was going to be my plan for that. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing that once I get this vehicle. That's one thing I really wanted to do with you guys, because people have been asking me for another tool video, and it's like, yeah, I'll take some time to do one once I get the replacement vehicle, which I'm hoping is gonna be the Dodge Caliber. But it really is, even though that's what I've been looking at, that's what I've been assessing. It really kind of all boils down to what's best overall. So the hardest thing is the insurance, because my insurance is going to be like $200 bare minimum. So once I get a vehicle that I like, I need to get the VIN number so I can run it through AAA, see what our numbers are. If AAA gives me too high, I'll probably just end up going with Progressive. No. I mean, that's very lucrative, but like I stay away from water, man. I had an HVAC job back in, oh my God. Carbine is such a headache. No, so I stay away from plumbing. I give mad props to plumbers. When I was working for Calca back in Irvine, the HVAC guys and the plumbers would kind of work off each other, because it's the same company. So Calca Heating and Air, the owner of Calca, he also owned a franchise, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. So we worked with each other quite a bit. Yeah, dude, don't do a giveaway. Just send me one of the bags. I'll take one of those damn bags. Those bags are fucking dope, dude. I have a Husky bag, which for the price, it's a really good fucking bag. I ain't gonna lie. Here's my address. Bro, those Veto bags are no joke. And the thing about them is that the quality of them, like you pay for it when you buy it, but like whatever canvas it's made out of, the stitching is wonderful. Like I've seen those bags like go through hell, and the stitching holds up just fine. Same with the bottom of them. The bottoms of them are nice and rugged. They have like a I don't know if it's like some sort of plastic or thick rubberized hardened rubber on the bottom, but you can throw all sorts of cool shit in there. You can throw your multimeter and shit in there, and you're not going to worry about tossing that bad boy around. I mean, it's great quality fucking bags. And they make all different kinds. It's like a backpack variation. There's a like open carry service bag, a variation. Those are the ones I see the most. Yeah, those things are dope, dude. But yeah, so plumbing, man, I stay away from plumbing. I stay away from water, man. Water scares the shit out of me. So we had a job, me and my buddy Ryan. If you've seen him from my old HVAC videos, he was the guy that I was driving, and he was the guy in the passenger seat. And everyone gave him shit. Dude, Ryan is like, this guy's cool as fuck, and he knows what the hell he's talking about. He might be a little cocky, that's just his personality, you know? But I always liked Ryan. I learned so much from him. He got to the point where I was really aggravated a couple times, but he kind of chilled out after a while. Really cool dude, man. And he's the kind of guy, like, you know, I would go out of my way to go have a beer with that man. You know, he was really cool, really chill, really down to earth. Yeah. Anyway, so we're at this job, and it's a fucking hydronic unit, which I can't stand. I have a hydronic unit here. They're fucking garbage. I understand their use case, blah, 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 blah. But, dude, I can't. I hate hydronics, man. I fucking hate hydronics. One thing I hate about hydronics, they're so fucking tight, dude. When you go into a lot of condos, townhomes, apartment complexes, they have hydronic units, man. And these fucking things, like, even if you're doing something routine, like cleaning the coil, dude, like, it's just a pain in the ass. Like you open it down, the whole unit's right there, whatever. So we go to this house, this condo or whatever. We're not allowed to shut off the water, and fuck, man, I can't even, like, it's been so long, it'd be hard to kind of go into the whole story. Long story short, we cut into this damn thing, water fucking everywhere. We're not allowed to shut off the water to the building, you know? So, and the whole thing had to do with, there was some water damage that came from the unit because there was a leak. And the condo unit was like, all right, so if it's on this side of the valve, it's your problem. If it's on this side of the valve, we'll cover it. Well, it was on their side of the valve. Use a SharkBite coupling to stop the leak fast. We didn't have that at the time. We have used SharkBites before in some use cases for some hydronic units that we've worked on in the past, but not all the time. I worked with some interesting cats, man. There was one dude, really cool dude, like down to earth, chill. But there was one thing I didn't like about him. It was enough to kind of like turn him off for me. He had just started working at Calco. We actually met him at at a different hydronic unit job. Me and Ryan were there for hours, and then we went outside, and this guy with his girlfriend walking their dog met up with this dude. He's like, "Oh, I got out of the military not too long ago, trying to figure out what to do next, thinking of going to school." And he sees us, you know, he asked us about HVAC, wonder if it was something to get into. And he's like, "Hey, we're always hiring. Here's our card. Go ahead and give the office a call. Maybe you can come on as a helper or something if you're interested. You know, spend some time with the company, see if you like it, and then probably go and get your HVAC, your what is it? The EPA Universal 608, whatever. Your EPA bullshit, right?" And he ended up coming to work for us, and really cool dude. But whenever he talked about his time in the military, everyone would roll their eyes because he would just come up with some of the most off the wall fucking stories. And it's like, dude, just like none of us asked. And you're just like inserting this story that we already know is bullshit, you know. And that's one thing I never fucking like. I never let no old geese disrespect me. You see? Yes, dude. Yeah, I saw that shit. So it was from what I read into that. Like I wanted to know more about the oh shit. Screen call. Give me a second. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so that was the fault of the property manager. So if you shut off for whatever reason, when you shut off the water, you get like a fine or something, and it was a small fine. It was like a couple $100. So the owner, instead of the building, instead of shutting off the water to the building and having to pay some sort of fine or whatever, they got with a plumber. He said, "Hey, can you fix this while the water's still running?" And he said, "It's extremely difficult to do, but we can try." And that's all the owner took. So it flooded their apartment, and it was on the 3rd floor. So it was multiple apartments below that one. Like it was just bad. And it's like, you could have just paid a couple $100 fine to shut off the damn water, call it whatever. But instead, now you're out thousands and like tens of thousands of dollars. Like there must have been probably like $40,000-$50,000 worth of damage from that. Like, and that's being very, very liberal with it. We're talking like that's being conservative with it. It was probably in the range of $80,000 to $90,000 worth of damage, just based upon, you know, the firsthand accounts of the situation. But yeah, ever since the hydronic thing, like there was a flood issue. Ryan like was a champ. He plugged it with his fucking thumb, and I ran out and I was able to turn it off. And then we got some buckets and drained it out. There was some water, but we wiped everything down. And we said, "Hey, here's the card for was it the abatement company? Or hey, if give it a couple days, if it's still, or no, what did he say? We gave the card to this company that does like restoration work for water damage and stuff. We gave them the card. It's like, hey, call, say that we came out here, tell them what happened. They'll come and take a look. And if it does need to be taken care of, like dried out, and if your drywall needs fixed, let them know. It'll be covered by us. You guys won't have to worry about it." And the owners were really cool. Nothing ever came from it. There was no issues with the water damage. Like, it did spray water everywhere, but we caught the water quick enough to where it didn't seep into anything. So you gotta love that high gloss paint, man. That shit makes it water fucking proof. So anyway, ugh, like, for real, man. I just don't like messing with hydronic units. I don't like messing with plumbing. I've changed out a few water heaters in the past. You know, got in line with some of our plumbers, because for plumbers, when the heating element was electrical, they would call us out. If it was a gas heating element for a water heater, they'd take care of it, no problem. But they didn't have like multimeters and shit. So if they ever came into a water heater with an electric heating element, they would call one of us out. We would drive down and blah, 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 blah. We'd go back and forth on it. Ananoid rods, man. I'm telling you, man, that's plumbers. That's how they made their fucking money. You show the fucking client the ananoid rod, the sacrificial rod that goes right down through the thing. Just have the customer just fucking look at how fucked up that thing is. They're gonna want to change they're gonna change that water heater so damn fast, or they might just change the rod. Either way, that was an easy way to make money. Change out the rod, I think they charge like $150 for it. That's because you have to empty out the fucking water, you have to remove the rod, put the new one in, fill it back up, get everything going. But yeah, the plumbers, man, the plumbers made really good money. You know, with HVAC, the top of the ceiling is essentially selling a unit. If we sold a unit, that was like the creme de la creme, was selling full service unit. Sometimes we would make a pretty considerable amount of money just changing out the line set, which is nice big pain in the ass. Especially like depending on the attic space that it was going into and stuff. Telling you, man, can't imagine, dude. I would have felt like shit if that would have happened to me, you know. But I wouldn't have done that though. If it were me, I would have been like, no, I'm not doing this unless you turn off the water. We need to turn off the water, fucking let the shit bleed until it's piss and air, and then we'll fucking address it. You know, but if the guy that hired me to do the job is like, oh, just do it without turning off the main, I would have looked at him like, you are out of your fucking mind, dude. You're out of your mind. I would have been like, this is not happening. I am not getting tied up in this. Dude, no, man. I never figured out fucking why, man. They never told me. And it's like, if I've said this before, man, if I do something wrong, by all means, let me know and we'll address it. But if you're just gonna fucking like kick me off the platform for no fucking reason, it's just super aggravating. Kentucky Chiefs, what about them? So right here, what about the Chevrolet HHR? I think that's what it's called. It's this boxy looking fucking thing. Weird looking whip. Don't really know much about it, but I've been seeing a lot of them pop up lately. It's not very pretty. It's kind of an ugly car. I mean, the inside don't look too bad, but the outside leaves a lot to be desired. Let's go back to vehicles. Just buy a minivan. Fuck it. Yeah, no, right? No, not a minivan. I owned it. Well, I didn't own, but in high school, the car I drove was a Toyota Sienna, man. Is it 2001? We eventually gave it to my grandpa, but oh man, I love that car. Yeah, that's the thing. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I remember that because I said, "Oh, Mike, that was so funny." Like, I thought Mike was off in his room fucking off or something, And so I was like, Mike, get over here. And then I felt so bad because he was still going to the bathroom. I was like, all right, let me run to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll come back. And I told him just to keep you guys entertained. That could have something to do with it, but if that did have something to do with it, why can't YouTube just tell me? Tell me what I did wrong in the first place so we don't have that interaction in the future. So now everything's up in the air. So I got to kind of like mind my P's and Q's without knowing what the hell I did. You know, it's you know, man, it just is what it is, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Who's winning the presidential run in 2020? Is that a serious question, or are we just going to like start getting pissed off at each other for whatever my answer is going to be? Because I'm pretty sure you guys know what my answer is going to be. Bernie? Yeah, right. Here's the thing. Let me. Well, duh. Of course, Trump is going to win. Now, whether you like Trump or you do not like Trump, you have to look at the situation as a whole. The question is presented: who do you think is most likely to win 2020? Well, Donald Trump. And here's the reason why. The DNC historically has been horrible. They eat themselves alive. I actually watch the Democratic debates. I do. I actually watch them, and it's a giant shit show. All these fuckers do is like go back and forth and attack each other and this, that, and the other. Like there's no cohesion of actually finding a problem. Everyone, like every single Democrat that's up there in the debates, is like all about how I am so great, I am the best, I'm gonna take care of you. Fuck all these other guys, and they bicker and bicker and bicker and bicker and bicker, and it's so unprofessional looking, and it's a shit show. It makes that political party look extremely bad. So the reason why I think Trump is going to win is because when you take Trump and you compare it to this shit show over here, they eat themselves alive. Now, historically, the DNC has not backed the most likely candidate to win. I think Bernie is going to hold a much better against Trump, but most likely, even though he's polling and everything really good, the DNC wants to back fucking that old fucking pervert fucker. What's his name? Used to be vice president. Biden. They want to back fucking Joe Biden. Like, really? This fucking creepo? It's like, really, I'm not a Bernie fan at all. Like, honestly, I could be sitting here for hours telling you why everything that comes out of Bernie's mouth is bullshit. But at the end of the day, when you want to talk about charisma and you want to talk about bringing people to your side, well, Bernie has that, mainly because of all these like stupid false promises he gives people with zero research backed up and completely illogical like ideas to push us forward. All that shit aside, there are tons of people that want to back Bernie because there's so many people that like believe in support of what he says. Last time, the DNC fucked themselves because they went with Hillary. Hillary was the worst fucking choice, but they went with her, and she fucking lost. You need a candidate that's going to win the Electoral College. That's the strategy. Which candidate is most likely to win the most electoral votes when it comes to the actual election? And Bernie would have been a lot better. I'm telling you, if it was Bernie versus Trump, there's a good case we may not have Trump right now. But you had people, because Hillary Clinton, was the nominee for the Democratic Party, you had people that either did not vote at all for their Democrat, because Bernie wasn't going to go forward. More people wanted to vote for Bernie than for Hillary. So the people, because Hillary was brought up, they either did one of two things. They either did not vote at all, or those same people that would have voted for Bernie voted for fucking Donald Trump. Okay, what false promises are we getting from Trump? Please tell me about that. Because I don't really agree with that. See, Trump, everything in his campaign that he said that he wanted to do, he's at least put his fucking self out there to try to get it accomplished. Okay? Big topic of contention is the wall. I'm not going to touch too heavily on it, but Trump said that he wants to build a wall. He's been fighting tooth and fucking nail to build the damn wall since he fucking got in. Whether or not it was fully completed doesn't matter. The fact that he told us he was going to do it, and he's been busting his ass trying to get it done, that means a lot. You know, these trade deals and stuff, these shit trade deals that we've had with China, the whole shit show with the whole clean energy efficiency bullshit that we had going on with France, that shit show, when you actually look into how fucking stupid that whole thing was to begin with, and he said, fuck that, we're done with this shit. You know, like these things that he said that I'm going to take care of it, and he's gone through and actually fucking done. The problem with Bernie is transparency, because he tells us all about these things but doesn't tell us how he's going to do it. So one of the things that Bernie wants to do is, oh, we should increase, minimum wage to $15 an hour because that's closer to a living wage, or whatever he says. Well, actually, wait. What has Trump done for you? You have to vote for a president that is going to do for you. I actually disagree. I mean, here's the thing. Trump has actually done a lot that has actually helped me in my life. Trump has done things to directly affect me and my well-being, as far as the well-being of me and my family. But I don't agree with the fact that you should vote for the president that's going to do the best for you. Vote for the president that does the best for the country. So, and when I say that, it's like I would easily vote for a Democrat if they had the country at heart. The problem with all these Democrats is they're not speaking to the country as a whole. They're speaking to the individual. They're targeting the individual voter. So yeah, they might say something that applies to a lot of people, but it's a very selfish thing. Bernie says, oh, medical for all, or free medical, or up the minimum wage. That's something that applies to a lot of people, but it's very individualized, because the people that want that $15 an hour to work in a job like McDonald's or Walmart, while not having to have to get experience or a college education or learn a trade or anything like that, those are the people that it's like, wow, I can get more money but not do anything. I want to vote for him. Oh, I can get my medical taken care of, and I'm not going to have to be the one on the hook for it because I make so little money. Other people that make more money than me are going to be the ones on the hook for it. Yes, I'll do it. Whereas with Trump and a lot of other Republicans, they look at the country as a whole. What's the best for the country? What's the best for all of us? So I could be leaned over to vote Democratic if they would look at what's best for the country as a whole, as opposed to preaching to self-centered individuals that are only thinking about themselves and their own personal benefit when they cast the vote. Donald Trump has helped the VA like leagues. Like, it's still a shit show, but it's far better now than before he became president. Number one thing was the Mission Act. It's like now I am allowed to go to the emergency room to be seen instead of having to wait at the ER. Now, if I have to go through a specialist or something for something medical related, I don't have to just go to the VA. I have my option to go to other places, and that's covered. So yeah, Trump has done things that have actually helped me a lot, mainly with the Mission Act. And it's not just helped just me, but it's also helped a bunch of other veterans at the same time. Does the VA still have a long way to go? Yes, but Donald Trump, just by him being in office alone, has actually helped with that. So the problem is the fucking DNC. The problem is the DNC. They're probably going to want to back Biden. Even though I don't think that Biden's actually going to win all the caucuses, because it's fucking Biden. Bloomberg doesn't stand a fucking chance. That chick, I don't remember her fucking name. She doesn't stand a chance. Buttigieg doesn't stand it. Like, so many of them. It's basically going to come down to Bernie and fucking... Who's the other one? Oh, Biden. It's probably going to come down between the two of them. And if it is Bernie versus Trump, that's going to be very interesting to see. Personally, I still would vote for Trump. I would still root for Trump. And I think that between the two of them, Trump is more likely to stay in office as opposed to getting thrown out by Bernie. But, if it did come down to that, where Bernie became president over Trump, well, holy shit, I would have to hold my fucking breath for the next 4 years, because that would be one hell of a shit show. Not gonna lie. I would not look forward to that whatsoever. But I will hold my breath and see what the fuck happens. because a lot of the things that Bernie promises would actually be far more detrimental to American society than beneficial. And that's because when you talk about the middle class America, if Bernie becomes president, middle class America as we know it would fucking drastically change. Out of the day, at the of the day, the presidents don't care about us. They just care about themselves and the wealthy rich ones. Trump is actually the first black president. You know what I'm waiting for? Trump likes to talk shit. He calls fucking Senator Warren fucking Pocahontas and all that shit. Well, I don't want to touch too much on the race thing, but see, from my experience, because you remember I was in the military, Obama didn't do jack shit for us. He didn't. Obama could give a fuck about. And here's the thing: I've actually met Barack Obama while he was president. He came to Fort Drum. This is a whole fucking fucked up long story there, but yeah, man. Anyway, it's a fucking whatever. Don't want to get lost on a tangent on that. Trump likes to troll. Trump likes to talk shit. I would love it if Trump, like in the middle of one of his speeches, like, you know what? I think I'm a girl now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now a woman. You hear that? You hear that? I'm the first female president. And I guarantee you, all those fucking LGBTQ plus LMNOP little fuckers would come out of the woodwork and fucking talk mad shit. And they'd be their own worst example. They'd be fucking hypocritical. It's like, you're not a fucking female. It's like, wait, aren't you saying that gender is subjective to the person? It doesn't fucking, your opinion doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't qualify in this situation. That I would fucking die laughing if Trump did that. Car truck. 1100 20. Let's see, 2300. Let's do 2006 to 2013. Fuck it. Oh man. It keeps refreshing the page. Automatic. All right. Piss me off when people say "Make America Great Again." It's already amazing. All right. So the whole "Make America Great" thing, there's a lot more that goes into it other than the blanket statement. When you compare America to the rest of the world, America has always been fucking stellar. But I think the whole "Make America Great Again" thing, it really comes down to the personal view of the country as a whole. So, like, for example, there's this guy I watch on YouTube. I watch his videos fucking religiously. And, he's pretty liberal. And there are times, like, he'll basically be apologetic for being American. And it's like he thinks he's an American guy. He's from Seattle. And it's like, I don't know. It's just really weird. It's like he's not proud to be American, but it's like he's never really visited any other countries or anything. Like, I've visited other countries. I've seen how shit it is. When you compare America to the rest of the world, we are the fucking best. We are. In so many different avenues. I don't mean like there are things in our country that are not perfect. But when you wrap up our country in its entirety, we are 10 fucking million times better than every other fucking nation in the world. Yes, we have issues. We have a lot of issues, things that we need to work out, things that we need to advance with. But by and large, as a whole, at the end of the fucking day, I would rather live in America than any other country on this planet for a myriad of different reasons. But the easiest way to explain it is it boils down to one thing: the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights, in and of itself, these laws and liberties that all Americans have, is the number one reason why America is the best country in the fucking planet. And, that even though I can sit here and say, oh, that's just my opinion, that's motherfucking fact. That's motherfucking fact. When you break it down, by and large, for everything, man, America is the tits, dude. Oh yeah, I had let's go back. Wish I was a teen in the 60s. Why? Why in the 60s? It's a weird time to want to go back to. It's weird. Yeah, so I'm looking at this email that I got from the YouTube support team, and I asked them, so what was why was it revoked? And they're like, thank you for getting back to us. I understand you wish to know why it was revoked. Unfortunately, our internal team did not provide any information, but instead you may check the Help Center articles. And it's like, that doesn't help me at all. Yeah, I'm never going to know, basically. I'm never going to know, like, the official reason why they had me fuck off for, like, almost a month. So, whatever, man. Oh my god. Wait, you're saying girls were hotter in the 60s than they are now? I'm going to try to keep this PG, but I have my own reasons why I believe girls nowadays are way hotter than they were back then. And that's all I'm going to say. Oh my god, there's just so much shit here. Ugh. All right, hold on. There we go. It's a little bit better. Oh, exactly. Totally agreed. It comes down to individual responsibility and all that jazz. So anything else new with you guys? Just live life. Well, that's kind of where I'm at. Live life, man. We just gotta hold hands and sing Kumbaya, man. Everything will be better. It'll all fade away into the ether or something. Definitely do not want a coupe. Oh, 1600 for this 06 Chrysler Pacifica. Ooh, not bad miles. Not the best color in the world, but overheard, but still runs. Just have to keep filling up with water. Has TV. Let me know. Has all brand new tires. Those tires don't look brand new. Those tires are not brand new. This guy's full of shit. But it keeps overheating. Yeah. It says has TV. Let me know. TV LMK. What the fuck is this guy on about? Well, that's a big no anyway. Gas mileage on those things fucking sucks. Go Toyota Corolla. Do not want a Corolla. You might get coronavirus. I'm not a big fan of Coronas as is, man. Ranger. Do not want a Ranger. I know exactly what I want, and I have to wait for one to pop up. There's a couple that I inquired about for the calibers, but $1,500? No Fords. No Fords. So this one, they're asking 23. Honestly, I'm looking at it. I asked her to send me the VIN so I could get a Carfax on it, and she hasn't messaged me back. She's looked at it, and then now she won't message me back. So something's up with that. So she doesn't want me to Carfax it, I guess. But she has no, like, hubcaps on it. It's just, like, hold on. Let me see the caliber. I've never seen one. Oh, trust me, you've seen these before. Let's see where we're at. And all four wheels are just like this, man. It's like super annoying. Is there any way to, hold on. I'm gonna try to orientate this so you guys can actually see the damn screen. Oh my God, this, I need a desk with actual drawers. So now I can't actually see the damn YouTube screen. They're not black rims. It's literally just the stock rims, but the plastic hubcap, but whatever bullshit, the one that's supposed to like, they just ripped those off. They're not actually black rims. They're just the regular rims that come with it. But this is what I'm like right here. I don't know if you notice it, but let me bring it in. You see that? That tells me there's some issue with either the door or it was hit right in this area. And then this could just because they popped the hood earlier or whatever. But yeah, you see there's got to be something fishy right there going on. Because on the other side, it closes up just fine. But over here, it definitely protrudes out. Can you see it? So this is one that I'm looking at. The lady's not really letting me know the deal on it. So I'm kind of getting the runaround. It's kind of a pain in the ass. She's not messaging me back. Let's see. So like this one right here, right? This one, it's for one that you finance. 2010. Oh, finance it. Blah, blah, blah. Not gonna finance. That's not happening. This one's also finance. And these are all outside of my area. Yeah, that's the thing. I asked her for the Carfax and she just wouldn't give it to me. So God only knows what the issue with that is. Then there's this one, but he wants $3,000 for it because it's the SRT, which is most notable by the hood. The hood and the bottom grill. This is just for these are both just for aesthetics. It's just supposed to look sportier. But like, look at this, man. Like, I don't know if you could tell. Like what the hell is wrong with this thing? Right? This tells me something's going on right here. What's with this shit up underneath it, huh? And then like all this shit in the back is just like leaning up on it. It's like, so when you look at the actual garage that it's in, it's like this guy wants $3,000 for this thing. It's not 70,000 miles. I guarantee you it's got more than that on it. When this car was running, it would scream down the road. Unfortunately, the engine was blown on the car and needs to be replacing, which is why it's so cheap. The rest of the car is very awesome. The car only has about 70,000 miles on it. Listen, if the engine is blown, then it doesn't have 70,000 miles on it. It's not worth shit. If it needs a brand new engine, then you're kind of shot, dude. The miles in a car are tied directly to the engine. Also, why are you going to post this thing, but you have all this shit? Like, this picture's fuzzy as fuck. You can't really tell what the fuck's going on. And then over here is all this shit in the back seat. Like, this person is like, the car doesn't look in bad shape. It's also a manual as well. So the fact that he's asking for $3,000 for this is total bullshit. I'm calling it out right now. This thing with a blown engine like this, $800. Doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. You know, $800. Someone will take it away really quick for $800. But I don't know, man. I'm just maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, man. It's just so aggravating. It just really is. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'm just kind of biding my time. So hopefully I find something within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully the next week, preferably, but I'm going to give myself up to 2 weeks before I really start. Like, all right, I need to fucking just pick one already. So that's kind of what I've told myself. I do see some out in California, but I'm not driving all the way to California for a damn car. Anyway. Let's see if they have a CRV available. No, fuck you. God damn this stupid search. CRV. And every time you search for something, it removes all your settings, which kind of sucks. So price, let's do up to 2300. The moment you, no, OfferUp is worse. So the thing with OfferUp is I see a lot of cars, right? Like even Calibers, exactly what I'm looking for. And they'll be, decently priced. But the problem is I hit these people up, no one ever writes me back. The car could be listed an hour ago. I'll message the person 3 times over the course of several days. They won't respond to me. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I've had a couple people hit me back, but no one's serious. So what, you gonna send me that photo bag? Yeah, if you ever make your way out here, definitely we'll you can get yourself a beer and I'll drink whatever fucking juice they have there. Yeah, they don't have any CRVs available. They have a 1999 Honda CRV. This looks just like my old one. I don't know why people don't clean out these fucking cars when they take pictures of it. It's like the most annoying thing in the world. They don't clean out their fucking car. So like they take pictures and they show you this car and it just looks like shit. Like no joke. No, Craigslist is probably the worst of the worst. I did go to Craigslist already and there's nothing there right now. So like I said, I'll give it a week and hopefully some more cars populate. What's the pyramid scheme? What is the pyramid scheme? We gotta think of something to start, We can't just start a pyramid scheme without an idea. Did you click on the bell? Is that it? Did you click on the bell or did you forget to click on the bell? You probably forgot to click on the bell. How dare you, foibles? Why are you even here? What's up, dude? How you going? How you doing? How you doing? Man, I'm good. The gas money he sent you. What do you mean? I clicked your freaking bell, you dingus. Yeah, I'm looking at cars. We're just talking shit, just hanging out. You missed our whole, who's going to win the election conversation. I thought it was pretty good. No one got overly heated or anything. Oh my God. I remember that. I included that guy in my video of my top 10 worst clients. It's like a 40-minute video. If you enjoy watching me, go definitely check out that one. He used to be my least favorite client, my worst client of all time, but that client has since been trumped. Like a rave cop from the early 2000s. Hold on. You gotta look emo. Like that's how you get the ladies, man. Like, dude, there'd be some fat emo dudes, like disgusting, like overweight, just gross looking emo dudes in high school, and they would get the sexiest, baddest emo bitches, like because the emo girls only dated other emo guys. So you'd have guys that weren't emo, but they would basically pretend to be just to get the chicks, and it worked every fucking time. Like these guys would just be fucking lava lamp individuals, and they would get some of the sexiest bitches that were emo, like the punk rock girls or whatever. Anyway, hey, my name's Mace, and I listen to Silverstein, Good Charlotte, All American Rejects sometimes if I'm in a good mood, but mostly just My Chemical Romance because they understand me. They get me down to my core. I don't know why my emo sounds like a fucking hick, but it's kind of like the look, you know. But like there's no poofiness. It's all just super straight, you know. It's like super straight. Like, what up, man? Hey. I don't know. You just gotta like not care. You just gotta like sound depressed. Like this is like California emo, man. It's like this is it, man. Like we're all about rock and roll in California, but we really connect with Seattle because that's where like bands like My Chemical Romance came from. You know, Auburn, Washington, and the rain is there all the time. It's perfect, man. California sucks. There's too much sun. It's like a mask of my emotions. It's like Seattle just gets me, dude. Like I go up there and it's just wet and rainy and dark and gray all the time. It's like the outside world is reflecting my inner heart. It shows my struggles, man, like for real. Because my mom and dad don't get me. Like, my life is so hard. Like, you just don't understand. Like, seriously, like, sure, I might live in a fucking 6 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom house, but my mom and dad just don't get me, dude. Like, they got me an iPad for my birthday, but they got me the one that was silver when I wanted the one that was all black. Like, do you have any idea what kind of torture that could do to someone mentally? It's like I want my reality to be reflected upon my emotions, you know? But just it doesn't, man. And it's like no one gets me. And I go to Starbucks and I get fucking $5 coffee because it's from Seattle. So that's my way of connecting back to the world. Fuck the corporations, but I love Starbucks. I reload my Starbucks gift card all the time. I got about 200,000 points in that, and it's wonderful. I love it. That's how them fuckers are, man. It's ridiculous. They all sound like a bunch of fucking whiny little babies. It's like you want to act like you have it so fucking hard. Okay. List me the reasons why. I know, dude. I kind of stayed away from that show, Hunters, because I'm waiting to hear more about it. Because it sounds like the reason why they made that show is to appeal, and this is like an Amazon thing. Like the Amazon base is like the crazy Antifa, fucking far left liberals, and that show appeals to them. Anyone that does not agree with us is a Nazi, but that show kind of elevates it to the next level. So I wonder if, like, on Facebook Marketplace, if like I could input something and then request notifications whenever new ones are brought out. Like I would really like that. The official boys have Wang in their podcast. Wang? Who's Wang? The one I was just listening to earlier today was the one about that flat earther dude that built himself a rocket and wanted to see the curvature of the earth because he knew it was all bullshit. According to him. Does internet deep dives? What? Wang? Deep dives about what? Mike Down. Mad Mike Down. Just listen to that. Yeah, it's a funny one. Who's Wang, though? I heard a guy would sue everyone that mentioned his name. Cumbox, etc. I haven't. All right. No, not going to touch that. What? Wang is on this one? What do you mean? This is the most recent one, so I don't know. I don't know, man. You're confusing. Why do you do that thing, Foibles? Oh shit, never mind. What? It's my stepdad's birthday today. I just finished. Dude, the RuneScape one. I know, dude. That was my favorite. Out of all of their shit, easily that one with the RuneScape dude, that was my favorite episode to date. Like, they've had some really good ones. The RuneScape dude one was my favorite. It was just great overall. And I've gone to his channel and I've watched a few of his videos. Really cool dude. Really sucks what happened to him though. All right. Well, I think I'm actually about to get off. What's his channel name again? Oh, fuck. Let me find out. I don't remember the name. So I just put in RuneScape jail. And he's usually one of the first ones that pops us. Josh Pulent. All right, write this down. So Josh, Pillault. That guy. That's him. Josh Pillon. I don't know his name. Pillault. There you go. There you go. That's the dude's name. Seems legit. And obviously, I watched the whole video, as you can tell. So, really good. Really, really good. Nice! Oh, yeah, and might just give him one of these while I'm at it. I don't know. It's usually whenever I'm in the car and I have to drive for a long period of time. It's the easiest time for me to stream. Speaking of which, I got some notifications. I do have to get going. I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow. So it's Saturday, so hopefully you'll find time. No rush or anything. Anyway, of course, I'm your so glorious and beloved Mace Fowler. Thank you guys for dropping by. Mace Fowler, signing off.